Hi everybody, this is me Gagnika. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So guys, if you're coming to my channel for the first time, I welcome you to my world, and I am Gagnika and I am a tarot reader. Plus I'm a money manifestation, self-love and a twin flame relationship and a relationship coach. If you are basically in a soul connection or a soul journey, you do not know how to heal yourself, how to be in the high vibration. I teach people how to basically get into that particular energy, because unless you're in a high vibration, your money stops, your life stops, everything stops, you cannot be happy. Everything starts with your inner being, because you are an energy, you are not this human mass or anything that you basically able to touch, feel. These are called senses. And when you basically not able to control your senses, which is your six senses, okay, like in Hindi we call it indriya. If you do not know how to control these things, you basically can get into depression, frustration, not trusting the divine, and all the other things so far. And when you basically get into that kind of energy, it's almost becomes impossible for you to manifest money and abundance and good things in your life, which you basically think that you deserve and you want to acquire. Okay, so watch this video and you will be able to see what I'm basically trying to teach you. All right, so this session is basically about twin flame journey, twin flame relationship, and I would not like to label it as a twin flame relationship. It's basically a soul connection. This is a soul bond. See, before you were born on this earth, you have a bond created, written in the skies, in your akashic records, which are called akasha. All right, that you, like, whatever struggles or good things that you're experiencing in this life, it's basically written in your akasha, in your manifestation book. All right, before you were born on this earth, you have chosen to basically face these kind of problems, these difficulties and other things that you're facing in your life. This pain, this learning, this healing, these all things are already pre-written. I know that you would not be able to understand what is she talking about, but it's a reality, because whatever I talk, I learn, I read, and then I teach people all these things. All right, so we will talk about a twin flame journey, why people basically come into this journey, how this journey is basically going too far, and what are the lacks that you have in you, that you will be able to see, or you will always see in another half of your person. Okay, because as a human being we are not half, we are a whole entity, we are a whole soul. Okay, but in reality the humans are always born in two portions. One is a masculine energy and one is a feminine. Sometimes we have that energy within our own self, but we have one energy which is higher than the other one, is manifested outside of ourself as either a masculine energy or a feminine energy, which is basically a divine counterpart relationship. Sometimes people don't get to meet them when they were younger. They get to meet them when they are married, or maybe they are in a relationship with somebody else. And sometimes they don't even understand that now, when I'm married, I have a child, why do I have to basically deal with somebody that I've never thought that I will be in a relationship with? So everything is pre written, and sometimes you don't meet your twin flame when your soul isn't ready to learn the lessons that you will be learning after coming into this journey. And what are those soul lessons? Okay, so twin flame journey, when you meet your person, there is a feminine energy and there is a masculine energy. All right, if you basically want to have these kind of sessions with me, I give 3 days of session wherein I give you meditation sessions. Those are verbal meditations, and healing sessions, cord cutting sessions, and how to basically clear your karma. Karma is nothing. People think that karma is something that you do something good for somebody and do something bad for somebody. It's a karma. Yes, definitely it's a karma. It's a part of your karma, because whatever you will sow, you will reap. All right. But the karma is not only that. Karma is something which you have not completed in your past life. Before you were born as Gagnika, or whoever you are who's watching my video right now, If you have not completed certain lessons in your life, you will repeat the same mistakes with different people, different job situations, different kind of entities in your life, unless you learn the lesson, and that is a karma. Okay, karma is all about understanding your own patterns. What mistake are you repeating again in your life, and what you are not learning? So when you basically meet this person, most of the time you guys are basically either in a karmic marriages, karmic jobs, karmic relationships, karmic addictions. You meet this person when you are at the peak of basically being the worst of your human being, and you need help, and when your soul basically subconsciously, because see, human brain works 90% subconsciously, and I would say like 97% subconsciously, and 3% to 5% conscious mind. Conscious mind is what is your 3D. What is a 3D? 3D is something that what you can touch, you can enjoy, what you can feel. Unless we touch somebody, unless we sit with somebody, unless we hug somebody, unless we get intimate with somebody, we cannot understand it. And sometimes we exactly living our life in 3D because we are human beings. We basically have been chosen on this earth to experience the this earth and learn the lessons and not repeat those lessons in another lifetime, because twin flames are star seeds. And what is a star seed? If you have a weird feeling in your heart since childhood that I do not belong to this place, I am somebody who does not fit in, somehow some people accept it. Like for instance, since my childhood I have been somebody who have know it somewhere in my heart that I'm different, but I always wanted to fit in with people. What is the meaning of fitting in with people? If you ever seen a bunch of orange, and you plug one, what you call pile of an orange piece, and you try to fit in a garlic over there, do you think it would work? So fitting in is basically exactly the same thing. You know you are different, you know that you think different, you know you don't have people around you, or you never meet anybody who can basically relate to your brain, the way that you think, the way that you function, the way that you basically work, the way that you want to live freely. But humans have been suppressed, maybe because of their parents, maybe because of their community, maybe because of their upbringing. Due to any goddamn reason, when you are suppressed not to live being your authentic self, you always try to fit in. So when somebody basically want to fit in, so the pile of orange cannot fit in a garlic. So you are exactly the same thing. So you are a star seed. Some people know it since a childhood that they cannot fit in, so they always live different. They don't talk to a lot of people, and they be a very aloof child. And some people are like me, as I used to be in my past in my past era, as I was a little younger, when I always wanted to fit in with people. I wanted to be liked by everybody, I wanted to chill with everybody. But to be very honest, it's almost impossible for me to basically chill with anybody. It's a very famous quotation which is said that a wise mind's destiny is basically is to be alone, because you have such an amazing brain. Unless you be alone, you will not be able to help other people grow in their life. See, there is a very huge difference becoming a manager or a leader. When a leader is born, they learn things and they basically share those things with other people, and they create another leaders. Managers are somebody who has always pushed by somebody above them. They are suppressed by their higher authorities not to grow, not to accept who they are. They always say and do things what people want them to do. This is called people pleasing, and most of the people in this world are basically doing a people pleasing because they are not working for themselves. Because whenever you're working for yourself, you never basically have to do people pleasing. You never have to basically call anybody a sir or a manager. Because I used to work in a US industry, US recruitment industry, wherein it was my company's culture, wherein we never wanted to basically call anybody a sir or a ma'am. Because if they were a CEO or a director, they were equal to us. They were trying to portray this kind of atmosphere in the company, but in reality, beside the closet, we always used to call our seniors sirs and manager, even the CEOs, and they used to feel good. That is not who we are supposed to be. So twin flames are different. When you basically meet, when a divine feminine energy, which is the emotional body, when you both are in different zones altogether, the feminine energy behaves like a masculine, the masculine energy behaves like a feminine, you meet then. So when a feminine energy meets their masculine, which is a logical minded person, they meet that person, they get in touch with them, they basically, being a woman or maybe being a very loving and a kind man, but you behave like a very, very superficial, macho, masculine. If you're a feminine man, I'm just giving an example. But if you're a female, when you meet your masculine, your inner feminine comes out, because your motherhood comes out, because your masculine is basically the same piece cut from the same cloth. Okay, it's like, I will show you, it's like this same coin but two different sides of the same coin. Okay, you guys are exactly the same people, you guys have same morals, you have same thinking, but maybe the living standard or the living style or the family situations, the way that you have been upbringing, your upbringing have been initiated in this world, might be completely different from each other. So that is the only difference. When you meet your twin flame, your inner feminine comes out, and then you basically disbalance of a masculine and a feminine, so you try to suppress your masculine. Give me my space, give me my place, choose me. You become dominant, you become people pleaser. So what happened? Masculine run away, because they are masculine. They have never they have taught by the society that they cannot love is not real. Men are not supposed to run after a woman. The only way the man can basically support a woman is through money. This has been taught in the world to the masculine energy, and they cannot allowed to basically fall in love with somebody and have an arranged marriage, like do a love marriage, because they would only choose to get married to somebody that their parents will choose, because they have been told that we will either not accept the woman that you will choose because we don't trust her, we don't know her, or we don't have this kind of practice in our family, or maybe the feminine is not coming from a higher financial background like a masculine energy. So when you meet each other, you trigger each other, then you become apart from each other. So what happens? What happens? Feminine energies, all the suppressed pain, all the woundings comes out, which you have never faced in other relationship, maybe with the relationship with your parents, with the relationship with your family members. It comes out automatically. So you cry, you hurt yourself, you drink, you try to escape your pain, and maybe some people do it for like 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 years, 5 years, 15 years, and then maybe in the end, the only gist of a reading is you cannot let go of this person from your heart, because it's a soul bond. Your soul have always incarnated on this earth in any lifetime that you were born. Maybe if you were born in Egypt, if you were born in like maybe Christ BC or AD era, or maybe in 1950s or 60s, I have no idea, or maybe right now. So the feminine energy comes to a point in her life that she basically accepts everything, that this is my person, I want this person, but I will not choose this person if he put me as a second option. That is what this journey is all about, feminines. It's about basically reminding you by God that you are nothing less than a queen. You are nothing less than a princess. If your family have never treated you like a princess, that is the only reason you have basically come into this relationship. Maybe you were born in a very rich family. Maybe you have been taught ballet, dancing, sing. singing, but you have never given a chance or a choice to basically go and opt your career as per your own choice, or look for a love partner as per your all your own choice. Because no family in this world is so open headed these days that they give 100% freedom to their child. So when you have not given this freedom by your family and friends, God chooses you, and they give you a freedom of choice to basically become a queen or an empress. It's an energy. I'm not asking you, I'm not telling you that if you are an empress you will be a queen of some particular empire. You will not be, but you will be a queen in your own eyes in some or the other way. And no one in this world can basically make you go to that particular time beside, like that particular stage beside your masculine. Because if anybody else will reject you, either it's your friends, your family, your lover, you will replace them. It's very easy to replace them. It's almost very easy to come out of a mental trauma from anybody, but it's almost impossible to come out of a mental trauma from your divine masculine or a feminine. Because you will try to replace them sexually, maybe mentally, maybe you will get married to somebody else, you get engaged to somebody else, but you cannot have that physical intimacy and an emotional intimacy with anybody else beside that person, whether you met them or you don't. I don't know anything about the masculine energy, what they think, what they are doing. Because, see, at the end of the day, whatever I've learned and I've experienced, and I follow few certain people on online, they are divine masculine who are balanced. And I heard their experience, they shared their experience with me, and I came to know that when a masculine energy come into their balance, they were behaving very masculine and then they become feminine. Because when a feminine choose to become a masculine, in the end, that she will choose herself. She is an empress, but she is also an emperor. Which means she is also thinking from her heart, but she is also very logical minded. What am I getting? Why am I anybody's second choice? Why am I not being chosen by anybody? Because I don't want to be with somebody who will not choose me, because I deserve to be chosen by anybody and everybody. You start ignoring people, you start having random sex with people, you stop even entertaining anybody who is not ready for a long term relationship with you. That is what happened in this journey. This could be painful for a lot of people because you're not able to get that person who you want, but on the top of it you are actually inclined to get another person in your life. But when you get that person, you don't get that intimacy. So why do you even try? Why can't you just stop yourself and stop thinking about dating? Because it's called trauma bonding. When you have pain from one person, instead of healing that pain from one person, you go to another person. It's called trauma bonding. Because before you go to another person, you need to first accept the pain you have got from one person, heal it, forgive it, let it go, and then when you love yourself enough, you will always look for somebody who is going to match your vibration of an energy. So when you come into high vibration of an energy, which takes a lot of effort, which takes healing, and healing can only happen once you, first of all, once you stop ignoring your pain, face it, cry maybe for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, who cares? Cry, accept it, and let it go. Because nothing in this world stays in your body for a very long time. This entire human life is like 4 or 3 weathers that we have in India, or maybe even outside India, like which is rain, like monsoons, and winters, summers. So humans are also like that. If you have a lot of winters, which is like a lot of coldness, lot of frustration, anxiety, do you think there will be no sun next day? But that would only happen once you will choose to face your pain and release it. Once you release it, you become into higher vibration. Second thing comes, that could only comes with when you put yourself first. Before you give yourself to another person, you need to first understand one thing. Maybe your masculine doesn't choose you because maybe he have some sexual issues, maybe he have some marriage issues, maybe he have some financial issues, maybe he have long distance issues, maybe he have somebody else or some or the other issues, maybe they have trust issues. Stop giving anything to them, because first they need to learn how to give themselves to themselves. Because if they are empty, they will always act like an energy vampire to you. They'll come to you when they need you. They'll take away your presence, your beauty, your emotions, and then they abandon you when they'll look for something else. Why do you even have to go into that situation ever? I'm not asking you to abandon your divine masculine. See, you can never abandon your divine masculine, it will always be there. But if they don't treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated, give them time and space to heal. Because everybody in this world, before they basically go into a balanced relationship, there is no harm in being physically randomly associated with a lot of people. There is no harm. Life is all about experimenting. There is no harm in experimenting your sexuality, whether you're a lesbian or a gay or you're a bisexual. I don't think there is any wrong into that. If you're not attracted to your wife or your husband, there is nothing wrong in it. Maybe you don't feel something for them and you want to explore, but you need to accept that you're not happy where you are. And if you are in love with somebody who cannot accept those things, they need to first learn how to accept themselves as a human being. Because unless they will accept themselves as a human being, how will they ever be able to accept any other woman? The masculines that I had heard the interviews online, they mention like there was a quotation, quote unquote, it's not my saying, it was their saying. I have experienced random sex, I have experienced crying, I have experienced bullying, I have experienced getting married twice. I had everything in my life, and after all those things, I wanted to basically get married to somebody with whom I feel like a home. And his divine feminine, whoever that was, she was so ferocious. She was so loving and kind, as well as she was very masculine. She used to think from her brain. He chooses that feminine because they both were matching each other energetically. If you guys are not an energetic match, how will you ever be united with each other? And if you're a feminine who is in a high vibration, you need to give time and space to your person and focus on yourself, and don't look for a partner. Your body can live without sex, trust me. Your heart can live without emotions, because the love and the emotion that you want to give it to your body and to your heart, you can give it to yourself first. Once you learn how to be whole and content with your own self, which can only happen through healing, self love, and putting yourself first, having self worth, you will never either be waiting for another person to give you this time and the space and the place that you deserve, and either you will never be crying of being alone. Because don't you want to have somebody who is an energetic match to you? First of all, come into that energy, right? Sometimes if you're crying, you are abusing your masculine, he's your mirror. You need to understand whatever you are cursing him for, you have those same qualities. If he lies, you must be lying. If he cheats, you must be cheating, or you must have cheated in the past. Okay, if you are running from becoming your best version, he will do the same thing. If you are looking for another partner's being with him, he will do the same thing. Why do you want to be a part of this rat race? So if, see, I basically try to give you an overview, the kind of overview that I give on my twin flame and relationship coaching, all right, which is basically for 3 days. I charge 5,000 rupees for it. And if you are outside India, you can just WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number, which is 9810 and we can discuss the price that you can pay me for 3 days. And I will take your 1.5 hour every day for 3 days. I will give you a meditations. I will sit with you and meditate with you, and it will be verbal meditation, virtual meditations. I will do accord cutting sessions for you, and I will also give you the whole entire gist of this journey. And if you have any childhood wounds that you have never faced in your body or in your soul, I will take it out and I will heal it. If you want to go for these kind of sessions, please book with me now. All right. Because instead of doing tarot readings, I really want everybody to learn how to love yourself. Okay? You must be thinking how it is possible he's my mirror. Because, see, I want to tell you, at the end of the day, even if he's not, see, if you want to think from your logical mind, maybe on his name, you becoming your best version. If that affects him, it is going to affect both of you. And if it might not affect him in any way, like, you will think that Gagnika might have taken money from you and she have not, it have not worked for me. At the end of the day, you will become your best version and you will only attract someone or maybe the same person whenever he will come into your high vibration energy. So in all the ways, it's helpful for you and it might be helpful for both of you. So why not do it? So go for it. And if you want to book a personal reading from me, my prices are there in the description box in the video. And the prices for coaching, I already told you. And I will see you in your next session. I love you.